Good morning! I'm coming at you from my old stomping grounds. Today I am on the property where we used to live in Peachland. I'm still in the Okanagan on day 4 of my 1 week here in the Okanagan, and I thought I would just check in, touch base, and kind of let you guys know where I'm at. I checked out of that tiny house Airbnb yesterday. I came to stay in this RV on the property where I used to live because my old landlord actually had a spare RV to rent out. He gave me a really good deal. So I'm very grateful for our landlord, Monty. He has been so helpful. I mean, he was the one who drove our house to the island. He gave us this property to live on while we built our tiny house. And now when we come back to visit, we always have a place to stay. It definitely feels like family here. It's so nice. So today is Monday, and I have until Thursday until I go back home. I miss Chad. I'm homesick. A week all by myself is a lot. I do not typically do things like this. I don't know. I feel kind of weird saying it because I feel like most people would just enjoy their time to themselves. I'm trying to look at this time by myself as the last time I could ever have alone, like again. It's so crazy to think of or try to comprehend. After this baby is born, I'm never going to be alone again. Even if I have time away from my child, it won't be the same. It's like you always kind of like worry about them or wonder about them, and as they get older they call you. I mean, I'm 31 years old and I still call my mom almost daily, and I drive her nuts, I'm sure, a lot. I call her to ask her how to do everything all the time. But let me tell you about this little RV that I'm staying in. It's actually, I thought it was more of like a camper, I think they're called. The one that sits in the box of a truck. I think it might be. It's bigger though. Like, there are 2 slides. So this side, the whole side of this RV slides out, and then the back part also slides out, and there's a full bedroom and full bathroom with bathtub. So this RV almost kind of feels bigger than the tiny house I was just staying in. So it's really nice to have somewhere to stay when we have to come to the Okanagan, and it's on like our old property where we used to live. Thank you, Monty and Karen, and thank you for feeding me last night homemade chicken noodle soup. Let me show you guys around. So first we have the little seating area, the couch against the window. Actually, it might even pull out into a bed, which makes this space just so huge, unbelievable. And then over here we have the kitchen dining area, which is a huge table for such a small space, and the booth seating that goes all the way around it. You could fit quite a few people in here and have supper. The kitchenette comes with a double sink. I love this little pop-up counter space. Actually, I'm thinking about talking to Chad. Maybe we can put one or something like that in our tiny house. That's so handy. And then it folds down so that it's completely out of the way. You have your propane stove, microwave, storage cupboards. This is a tiny bathroom, of course, but it does not disappoint. Check out the tub in here and shower. Little toilet, little sink. Nice little room. You've got your fridge, freezer to store all your food. And then look at the size of this bedroom space. So I'm here 3 more nights, and then I get to go home to Chad. I'm gonna stop in Vancouver and see my girlfriend Sarah. She's got all the baby stuff that she wants me to pick up, so she doesn't have to store for me anymore. And then 1 more ferry ride and back on the island. Good morning, guys. I just wanted to pop back on, and today is Wednesday. I talked to you guys yesterday, Tuesday, about how I was doing halfway through my trip. I'm still here in Peachland, and I just wanted to pop on and kind of talk about the new restrictions that were just announced. I think it was just yesterday. I think it's just for BC in particular. They just announced that there is to be absolutely zero movement, zero travel. You can't even travel to the next town. Being pregnant, this is so challenging. I'm kind of reaching out to anyone else who is pregnant or like a new mom out there, because it's really kind of a hard and scary time right now to be having a baby and just feeling like you don't have any support. I mean, you do, but it's not the same. Like, FaceTiming isn't the kind of like support that you need in moments like this, and being able to talk to people on the phone, of course, is wonderful, but the lack of human connection I have been experiencing over the last year is it's just like starting to eat away at me. Maybe it's because I'm pregnant, but I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, so I wanted to see if anybody else out there wanted to talk about it. Or my problem here is that in Canada they say no non-essential travel, no non-essential shopping. Especially in Ontario, they've blocked off sections of the store that sell clothing, and that includes baby clothes, children's clothes, nursing pumps. Like, in school, we grew up always being told that the 3 things you need most in life to live and thrive is food, clothing, and shelter. And that would seem essential to me. So when they take away something that is essential, like clothing, I mean, you can shop online, but shopping online is also horrible for the economy. It just gives money to a huge corporation. It doesn't help any of these people who are struggling right now with their small businesses that have had to shut down. So it just seems like that's not the best answer for everybody. And hearing in BC yesterday that no interprovincial travel is going to be allowed, the thought of having a baby and not having my mom there, it's sad, and it's scary that they can tell us that our family isn't as important to, or like, what is essential to one person may not be essential to somebody else. I mean, already being pregnant, we had to change midwives, because when we first got to the island, our midwife that we met said that Chad wasn't allowed to come to any of the appointments, and that was pretty devastating even at that point, because we had been going together, Chad and I, to our midwife appointments here in the Okanagan. And so I called around and I found a midwife center that said, yes, of course, like, you do need your support person. Like, it's so lonely right now. And having a baby is not a one-person job. It's 2. Chad is just as involved in this pregnancy as I am. And he already feels left out because he's not growing the baby. So these appointments are important to him, and he really wants to be there. I'm just glad that we did end up finding a midwife that realizes the importance in that as well, and of course said that he is more than welcome to come to all the appointments. But you don't get to have a baby shower. You don't get to like be surrounded by moms and friends and girlfriends and all the love and the support of the community. It's not the same online. Some people just need more than that. I just feel like we talk so much about the pandemic numbers that we forget to talk about the mental health of the overall society. There are so many people who are lost and struggling right now. I dare say more than suffering from COVID. The numbers are not comparable to the overall mental health of society. And I think that we need to start paying attention more to each other and how we're doing, and stop blaming each other for this continuing on, because it is nobody's fault. We don't make these decisions. Everybody is doing what they think is best for them and their families. We don't have to agree on what we do. We just have to learn to support each other through it, because no matter what, we all disagree on what is best. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us individual. And that's why we all live completely different lives. So I guess I just wanted to come on and tell you guys that this sucks. I want to move out of this country so bad, but we just moved, so we'll have to wait and see how this goes. It's not helping Canada. I think that there are a few other countries that are looking a little bit better right now. Anyways, if you're going through a hard time right now, reach out to me, because having other people who are on the same page to talk to maybe will make us all feel a little bit better. Today's Thursday. No, Wednesday. It's only Wednesday. 2 days. Just gotta get through today and tomorrow, and then I get to go home. No, today's Tuesday. Oh my god. Today is only Tuesday. Okay, scratch all that. Obviously, I was wrong. Today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm gonna have a good rest of my day, and I hope you do as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.